Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of my Final Fantasy XVI Let's Play. I hope you're doing well. So, I did a lot of stuff off screen, a lot of side quests, and yeah, the only ones worth mentioning were two, in my opinion. So, we went to Blackthorn's old village, the blacksmith, and we helped them because they ran out of crystals, so their livelihood was at stake. So, you know,
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy.
it was another backstory. Blackthorn got to reunite with his old comrade. They were both apprentices in their old village. And so, yeah, Blackthorn basically showed them how to do blacksmithing without crystals to keep the fire going. So, you know, they could continue. We slayed some Akashic enemies that were in the mine, or in the quarry actually, just nearby. And so yeah, we got to know a little bit more about him and why he left the village. It was because he didn't think he could be a good leader, basically, because he was too focused on his craft. And you know, he wanted to create perfect weapons, perfect items. And it took, you know, it takes a long time, and the village needed to sold as much as possible to earn money and, you know, be able to eat and keep things and people safe. And the other side quest was about the Clive wannabe, if you remember, a while back. Theodore, what was his name? And yeah, he had a caravan business with his sister. Unfortunately, he died because he asked for help to once again slay Akashic enemies in the area, but unfortunately he got caught in the Ether Flood, and yeah, he didn't make it. We slayed a dragon there, an Akashic dragon, which was cool, and then, you know, he was already there, but you know, he couldn't make it. It was too much. So in the end, he decided to end his own life, so he wouldn't hurt anyone else. So that was a bit sad. But besides that, I also went and tried Shiva's new abilities, which are pretty cool. At least, you know, the iconic feat, which I'll show you now that we will continue the main scenario. It is very useful because you can freeze enemies, while this is basically another dodge. And if you do a perfect dodge and you press circle while executing it, you can freeze all the enemies in the area. And that's extremely useful. And also I got Diamond Dust, which is broken in my opinion. I already upgraded it. That's simply because it does incredible stagger damage. You can see it does 5 stars of stagger, so it is definitely better than Aerial Blast, which also does 5 stars. But you know, it's a bit iffy. You can miss enemies with it, and also it just covers the screen. You can't see very well, so I unlearned it to save ability points. You can see I have 5,000 because I've been, you know, fidgeting around and unlocking new abilities and trying to optimize, you know, our loadout. But yeah, this is great because you just pop it, you use it. It stops time, as you can see, and it's incredibly useful because if you use it just right after the enemy is staggered, you get instantly the maximum multiplier, 1.5 multiplier damage. So then you can just go to town with the enemy and unleash the most damaging abilities like Giga Flare. You know, we have Wind Up. Also, I upgraded Flames of Rebirth, which is another pretty powerful ability. I wish I could get Judgment Bolt to the mastery, but it's very expensive. So I'm trying to save up points so I can get this and master it, so I can upgrade it to another icon. Because Ramu's iconic feat is bad. I think it's not really good. Blind's Justice is not great. You are better off with another iconic feat like Garuda or Phoenix Shift, or Titan if you want to block. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best ones so far. And yeah, so get Diamond Dust as soon as you can. It's nuts. It's incredible. And yeah, I reached over 100,000 damage with Giga Flare, Diamond Dust, and Flames of Rebirth. And also, I believed I used a bit of Lightning Rod just to do a bit more damage. Pile Drive also is very useful, but yeah. We get to see Shivas in action. The other abilities don't look that good, I think. I'll try them maybe later, maybe off screen. They seem okay at best, but they don't do much damage or stagger. So yeah, I'd rather use Titan to be honest, which is more fun and does good good stagger damage and good physical damage. But yeah, that's everything I did off screen. So now we can continue with the main quest.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
We also have another side quest, but we need to continue with the main one because we need to get into the infirmary. So let's go.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Okay, we're back with Dion, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Yes.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Is she his sister? Maybe? I don't know. Could be. I don't know, maybe. She's a mystery.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, if people see him, yeah, that's...
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
I don't know, I mean, people could, try to hurt him.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you, come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true. We've been everywhere, pretty much. Okay, this is still locked. Okay, well, probably later. Well, let's see what she has to say. Maybe something new about...
Then again, why
Oh.
settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
Well, good luck. I don't think Joshua is interested. Oh, new Nectar. Yeah, sometimes Nectar has something new to say about his adventures. Like, I talked with him a couple of times, and the first time he told me he was... years ago, he went on to explore the Northern Territories. He was very cold, you know, despite being fluffy and all. Let's see what he has to say this time. Okay, Southern Ash.
Through Orcish lands.
Well, technically, yeah, they're Deadlands now, but the orcs don't seem to mind. They found a way to survive without more crystals, just like we have Kupo. Although it involves a good deal more cannibalism than here at the hideaway. Okay. At least I think it does. You don't happen to know what Molly puts her in her brown, do you, Kupo? Okay, that's great. I love Nectar. Okay, new S-tier hunt. Okay, not as strong maybe as 20,000, so it's about the same difficulty as Atlas, so I think it will be level 45, so pretty close. We are 43 now. Okay, I could do it now maybe. Okay, where is this? Velcroy told me of Colossal Beast. Okay, so traversing the Velcroy Desert. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go now. Why not? Okay, let's go now, because maybe Vivian accelerates, you know, the story, and we are locked. So Velcroy Desert. Okay, it's probably here. Let's go and take a look. Maybe if I am lucky, I can find it immediately. Ambrosia, what the hell are you doing? Come on. It's a Chimera, so it's a new enemy for you guys, but I killed one in the blacksmith side quest. Okay, yeah, right there, you can see it. Let's remove this. Cool enemy, does a lot of magic attacks. But yeah, I've already fought one, so I should know what to expect.
You deserve a rest.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's go.
We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Torgal. All yours, Torgal. Over here.
Whoa. It's a bit harder because it doesn't do physical attacks, but...
Too slow. Over here!
Okay, not bad.
Over here! Sick 'em! Get him! Nice try.
Okay, nice. A bit tricky because, yeah, he didn't have many physical attacks, so mostly magic, which is a bit harder to evade and trigger Cold Snap. And also, yeah, Cold Snap has different timing than the normal evade. That's like, every evade we have is a bit different. The timing of the normal evade is different from the Mega Flare evade, and they're both different from Cold Snap. So I need to get used to that. But it's much easier to physical attacks. Okay, more Calcum, nice. 15,000 experience, 20,000 gil, only 120 ability points. Not great, but I need more, man. I need thousands of ability points to unlock the abilities I want. But it's fine, it's okay.
Someone your own size.
Eesh. Ugly beast, yeah. Good job, Torgal. As always. Okay, we can go back and continue with the main quest. We still have more hunts. I don't know, maybe 2-3 more S rank that I can show you. I don't know.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to
But we will
Ash,
see in the future.
and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
How sweet.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Let's see Yote, if she's okay.
Come back.
Oh. We come back to who? To Joshua, I think. But he was here, so I don't know. Okay.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, okay, we can do that. Oh, 2 quests. Okay, let's quickly see what they need.
She can't keep this up much longer. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment.
Okay.
Tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her?
Okay, well.
Than to order Taya to do anything.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's be quick. So we can get to Waloed.
Well, Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive.
Please, Your Grace, stay strong.
Oh, a side quest from Yote. Okay.
Ah, my Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my life.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so they've been following us and, you know, gathering information about Clive.
But now...
Yes, His Grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
I will, of course, don't worry.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua? Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Okay. So yeah, we need to... both of these two quests, we need to gather stuff to heal people, Joshua included. But okay, now that we know what to do, then we have unlocked the locations.
How do you...
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins. And though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us.
Okay.
Though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Okie dokie, man. Let's go.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise next.
Hippocrates.
No, she
You need but
couldn't.
ask.
She said I could.
So complete the mural, yes, so we can finally see it in the game as well. It was in the trailer. We can see Leviathan. Finally, a hint of.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Okay, there you go.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you needed?
Maybe I should change the music, it's a
Yes,
bit...
it is. Thank you. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Taya's right. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
Well, unfortunately Joshua can't do anything about the curse. So, yeah.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Taya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive.
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Okay, done. Ooh, wow.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find.
And there you go, you're welcome now.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
We can...
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Nice, perfect. Very quick. Okay, I like that.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
We will try. we will try to try. Let's say. Also, I really like Yote's voice actress. She has a soothing voice. I could listen to her for hours. Yeah. Great voice. And that's it for this episode. We will continue and land on Ash and Waloed in the next episode. Let's find a good angle. Okay. So, as always, thank you a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out the rest of the series if you like the game and you are interested in seeing more of the game. Thank you a lot for watching. I'll see you very soon. And as always, take care.